Hey guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I thought I would share with you how I make my thank you cards. So I use an app called Canva. I use the free version. There is a paid version called the pro version or something. I've only ever needed the free version. I think most people are pretty familiar with Canva. I'm no expert on how to use it. I just do very simple things on there. I normally do everything on my phone, but today I'll show you how to do it on the laptop. And once I've created my thank you cards, I then go to Officeworks and print them. So I can actually get 2 thank you cards out of one photo size. So I think it's 10 by 15 centimeters, but when we get into the editing of it, I'll make sure I go through everything with you. So they're not a high gloss or anything like that, but this is what they look like. So yeah, I just cut them in half and I get 2. So these work out to be about 10 cents, I think. So 5 cents for a card, which I think is great. You can print thank you cards at home on like a thicker card stock or something like that. But I mean, if you use color, it takes a lot of ink and it's just quicker and easier for me to just do it at Officeworks. You can also go to other places that do photo printing, and you can also get discounts on places like Snapfish and things like that, where you can get 50 free prints, which ends up being 100 if you make your thank you cards in half. I only need a small thank you card, and I also just did a free QR generator for my shop as well. So without further ado, let's get into creating the actual thank you card itself. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is open up Canva web page, and we're going to head over to custom size. The photo size is 10 by 15 centimeters, so that's what we're using today. So the great thing about Canva is that you can either use a template. They have a lot of free templates that you can play around with if you have no idea where to start or any idea of what you want your cards to look like. But for this, we are going to completely customize our thank you cards. So like I said before, we will be using our photo in 2. So we get 2 thank you cards out of the one print. So the first thing we are going to want to do is head over to Elements, and I find the easiest thing to do is to actually put a border around it so that you know where the start and finish is. You can always delete the border later if you don't want the border, but yeah, I just find it easier. So the first thing you want to do is either search for borders or rectangle or whatever the case may be. I already have mine over here under recently used. And then you just want to get it into position. And you want to kind of find the halfway point. And then you can change the color of the border. And I mean, if you're not going to keep the border, then I probably wouldn't worry about changing the color, but we want a border on ours. So if you already have a brand color in mind, then that's perfect. Otherwise, you can slide across until you find a color you are happy with. Or you can actually pick up colors using the Doppler. So you click on the Doppler and you drag it around. I will be doing that later, so I'll show you then. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start adding in some text. So my favorite text to use is cheers. So drag it up into place. We're not cooperating today. Okay, so here you want to add in whatever text you like. So you might want to write thank you or hello. Oops. Gorgeous or something like that. So get it into position, and then we are just going to change the size because obviously that is massive for the size of the card we are going to be using. So we might just do that size. And you should really customize your thank you card so that it is on brand, that it matches everything that you do for your company. So I'm not going to show you exactly what I've done with mine, but I'm just going to play around with it to get you a bit of an idea on maybe what you might want to do with yours. So next we might want to add in some more text. So I really like the bottom part of cheers as well. So this time we want smaller writing, and we're going to go with this one. So here you might want to write, thank you so much for your order, or you might want to write, make sure you spell everything correctly and not have any mistakes. Thank you so much. Your order has really made our day, or something like that. And then you might want to like add in a discount, or you might want to do 10% off for previous customers. And then you just want to get that into position as well. Okay, so then the next thing you might want to do is add in some other elements. So you might want to add in, if you have an Instagram or a TikTok or Facebook or anything like that. So you can actually search elements, and you can search for like Instagram or, anything like that. And you can have the little icons. And of course you can change the colors or anything like that. So then you just want to resize it so that it's not massive on your thank you card. Even that would probably be a little bit too big. And then you want to add some more text. So this is where you can, add in like your handle or whatever. Okay. And then we might want to add in some other elements to just pretty it up a little bit. Or maybe you want to keep it nice and simple. But for the sake of things, maybe, you want to add in some flowers or something. So you would just go into elements and search for it. Anything that you've previously used will just stay in your recently used section. So you might want to use some leaves or something like that. And again, you can change the colors of anything. So you can just come up to colors, and maybe you want it to match in with your border. So then you just come over here, pick up the Doppler, and then you can just hover over whatever you want to kind of get the color of, if that makes sense. And move it into the position that you want it to be in. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there, and then maybe you want to add in a QR code or something that's easy to get people back to your shop or your Instagram or whatever it may be. So you just want to look up free QR generator. And you just want to simply pick whichever one takes your fancy. So I'm pretty sure I use QR code monkey to make mine, but like I said, it was ages ago. So we'll just use that one. And then you want to get the URL of whatever you want your customers to be able to use the QR code for. So if you want it to be your shop, you'll just need to go to your shop and copy the the URL, and then go back to QR code monkey, and then go into your URL, and then obviously put in yours. And then what you want to do is scroll down to where it says create QR code, and then you're going to download PNG, which I've already done, so I'm not going to do it again. And then you want to go back to Canva once it's downloaded, and then you hit uploads, and then you're going to upload your media. So that's where you will upload your QR code. And once it's uploaded, then you can just come and put it over here. Obviously resize it to the size that you want. Now mine's relatively small on my thank you cards, but it's still perfect to read as long as it's nice and clear. And then you might want to add in a text that says, I don't know, let's shop or let's be friends or something like that. You will obviously want to make that a bit smaller, and maybe you want to put that over the top so people know what the QR code is going to do. So yeah, obviously you can tell that's going to take you to my shop. And once you're happy with it, just copy and paste it all. So highlight it, copy it, and then we're going to put it down here to paste it. So then you just drag it into place, and there you have it. And then it's a nice easy cut across the center here. And then once you're happy with everything, then you just want to download your image. And from here, you can actually print straight from Canva. Like Canva will do business cards and tote bags and things like that. Or you download your image and you can either print it straight from your home printer, or you can take it to a photo printing place or something like that, or you can upload it to Vistaprint. And yeah, that's how I've made my thank you cards. Like I said, they're super cheap. It's 10 cents per print, and I get 2 out of it. So that works out to be 5 cents each. Okay, so I've just arrived here at Officeworks, and I'm just going to go get my thank you cards printed. All right, let's go.
Just stay one more night. I'll be by your side. Just stay, just stay one more night. I'll be by your side. We'll live for a new day. We live life the hard way.
Okay, so for some reason the printing was delayed. It wasn't overly busy there, so I'm not quite sure. I did notice that some of the inks were running out, so maybe that's why it took so long to print out, but I've got them all printed now, and I also got some more of these CD boxes, and I also got a square reader. So I have a couple of markets coming up, and yeah, so I thought it would be good to have a square reader. My last market, I just had cash or PayPal payments, so you can actually do a QR code that connects to your PayPal. So I had printed one of those out and I was using that as well, which was nice and easy. But yeah, I thought a square reader. I lost a couple of customers last time because I didn't have a square reader or, you know, some kind of card payment system. So yeah, I got one. Anyway, I will go now. Okay guys, so I'm back from Officeworks and we've had our photos printed and they're ready to go. I'll just cut them in half using my guillotine or a pair of scissors. I just have a cheap one. It's not very good at cutting, so I generally use scissors unless I'm in a hurry and I need to cut a bunch of them. But yeah, I hope you found this video really helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps support my channel and it also lets me know the kind of videos you guys like to see. Bye for now, and I'll see you on the next one.